Welcome to week 11, believe it or not. So today's verses are Acts 3, 14 and 15. Go ahead and see if you can pronounce the Greek. Okay, here's my pronunciation. Humeiste ton hagion kai dikaion arnesaste kai etesaste andra phonea charisthenae humin. And then verse 15. Ton de archegon te sois epectenate hon hotheos egeren ek necron hu humes martures esmen. Okay, see if you can translate it. And here's my shot. But you, and again, we don't have to have the you. The you is emphatic because this second person plural ending right here already has a you in it. And so if you put the you there, it's for umph. But you guys, you all, you, the holy and righteous one. Okay, so the word one isn't there, or the holy and righteous man is not there. This is called a substantive construction because we have to come up with the substance. We have to come up with a noun. These are adjectives: holy person, righteous person. We have to come up with the word person because it's not there. We do this in English with like the good, the bad, and the ugly. We mean the good people, the bad people, the ugly people. They could do it with a singular. We only do it with a plural usually. So here it is, and this is accusative, which means it's the object of the verb. But you denied what? You denied the Holy One and the Righteous One. You denied the Holy and Righteous One. And I mentioned in the overview yesterday that the Righteous One, Richard Hayes wonders if Romans 1:16, I think it is, might be a prophecy of interpreting Habakkuk as a prophecy of Jesus. I don't know that I believe that, but here's the little bit of evidence in the tradition that he might ascribe. But you denied the Holy and Righteous One, and you asked for a man who was a murderer, phonea, to be given to you. We'll parse some of these in the interlinear. Verse 15. And again, this is accusative, so we need a verb. Here's the verb right here. And you killed the leader of life. So Greek can change the emphasis in ways that we can't do in English because the endings tell you how the word is functioning. Greek can emphasize the leader or the holy and righteous one, even though in English we have to put that after the verb. But the leader of life you killed, whom, relative pronoun, beginning a relative clause, whom God raised from the dead. And this is the centerpiece of all the sermons in Acts except for Stephen's sermon. God raised him from the dead. Notice again, the agency is God. It doesn't say he arose, it's God raised him from the dead. Another relative pronoun following right on it, of which we, our witnesses, are. Again, you don't have to have the we because we is in the men on S men. And so it's for emphasis, but of which we, so you guys are deniers and murderers, but we are witnesses of the resurrection. And of course, the primary understanding of an apostle in the book of Acts is somebody who is a witness to the resurrection. They've witnessed the resurrection and they are witness to the resurrection. So we don't have any apostles like that today. Okay, just to slow it down. But you, the holy and righteous one, denied and asked for, and I'm going to parse these verbs in a second, a man who was a murderer to be given to you. But, he's a little procrastinator, post-positive, but the leader of life you killed, whom God raised from the dead, of which witnesses we are. Okay. Things I'm not parsing on the next page. Egeren, a nu with an epsilon in front of it, is often a movable nu. Throw it away. That leaves us with which is a very common third person singular past tense ending, active indicative ending. Because this is a liquid verb, it doesn't do sigmas. So it is actually aorist. That eta is a augmented epsilon, but it doesn't do a sigma epsilon because liquid verbs have it in their contract that they don't have to do sigmas. S-men, of course, is present indicative, first plural of a me, we are. Okay, now let's go to the parsing proper. So, ernesaste. The sigma alpha should be telling you that it's aorist, and indicative also. The alpha is indicative. This is our net omai, to deny. Omai, it's deponent. So the st is a middle or passive ending, but we're going to translate it actively. You denied, not you were denied, but you denied. It's just a quirk of words that we call deponent. Indicative, aorist means undefined action in the past time, usually, or often. So you denied. Blah. I'm not telling you you began to deny, I'm just saying you denied. This is also aorist, sigma alpha, aorist indicative, that tells you. Sta tells you it's a middle or passive ending again. It's not passive because then it would have a theta eta. This is a little weird in its augmentation. So it has this two letters pronounced as one. That's called a diphthong. So the alpha lengthens to an eta, and then this iota hangs on for dear life as an iota subscript. Anyway, so this is an aorist, middle indicative, second plural from iteo. And this one actually seems to be a genuine middle. There are genuinely middle forms. What's the nuance? You yourselves denied. It might be an intensive middle, in keeping with the pointing of the fingers. You asked for a man who was a murderer. You know, Pilate wanted to set him free, but you wanted a murderer delivered. This is from charizomai, but this seems to be a genuine passive. You know, when we get a little bit more advanced, we realize that whether something is deponent is not a matter of the whole word, but a matter of each principal part of the word. And so even though charizomai would seem to be deponent in the present stem, in this aorist passive stem, it seems to be a genuine passive, to be given. Theta eta is aorist passive, and then the I is the clue that it's an infinitive. Lastly, tenata. So this is aorist. The alpha is the clue that it's aorist indicative. Nu is a liquid verb, doesn't do sigmas, not in its contract, so it's aorist. That alpha is all I have to go on. Te is an active ending, usually. That epsilon is the augment, second plural, apokteno, to kill. And there you have it, our first two verses of the week as we finish up Acts 3 this week.